Box what?
This is the AZDOME Dashcam for your car. It comes with a backup camera, and it even comes with its own SD card, which is really nice. It plugs into your cigarette lighter. It has this old school mini USB, and it has all the tools that you need to install it. And here's the camera itself. It's got a front and a rear and GPS built in, so you can detach this. And that camera actually moves around, so you can adjust the angle, which is actually quite nice. Here you've got the area where you plug in your rear camera and plug in the SD card. You can plug in the power, turn it on, and then set it up. I recommend that you actually set it up before you put it in the car, just to make sure everything's working, and it's a lot easier to set up the time and the date when you're not in the car. But here you can go through the settings. You can set the time that you want, and then you can set the date format how you want it. And then once you have the power in, you can set up some of your other settings. So you can change the video settings, you can change the resolution depending on how big you want it or how small you want the file size. You can change how you want the loop to record and how many minutes. You can set time lapse, you can turn audio on and off. You can set the frequency depending on where you live. You have a G sensor, which basically if your car gets hit or something like that, then it will save files in a different folder. You can set different settings for playback. You can actually view the videos on here if you are so inclined, and look at pictures as well. It has a park monitor if you have the backup camera installed. It has Wi-Fi. You can turn on Wi-Fi if you want to connect it to your phone and use the app. And this allows you to view video from your phone. And you can set what you want to be displayed on the video. I like everything to be displayed. And then you have some settings with your SD card. You can actually format it right here in the Dashcam itself. You can change the language if you need to, and then you can set different reminders and different options, or you can set, if you want miles per hour, kilometers per hour. You can set a screensaver so that the screen turns off automatically after a certain amount of time. Got infrared modes, and you can set your time zone as well. And then if you want everything to go to default settings, you can. And this is indoor, and this is showing me what GPS units I am connected to, and that's quite a lot for being inside, so that's pretty nice. Overall, the setup is pretty nice and easy, and there are a lot of options. The camera itself looks really cool. Before you secure it, I would recommend kind of just placing it to find out where you want to put it on your window, then clean your window really well. It does have an adhesive, so it will stay on there forever. Make sure that you line up the camera with the center of your car because you're going to be recording everything inside. And then I also recommend that you test the unit before you hook up all the wiring, because that'd be really sad if something wasn't working and you spent all that time wiring it. I actually wrapped Velcro around it. It doesn't come with this, but I had some Velcro, and that just helps me keep it inside. I had a problem where the cable would come out because there was too much room, and so that just helps stay inside. You can see I go along the top of the van. I can go through to where the door is. It's going all the way inside there, and it wasn't long enough to go on the ground, but I was able to go just under the glove compartment, and I used some cable ties that I had lying around to secure it there, and then it just goes across and then plugs into the cigarette lighter. So you can see here, it does pick up license plate numbers, I think probably within about 20 feet of range. Anything beyond that, you're probably not going to get a clear shot of the license plate. But the image quality itself, I think, is actually really quite nice. You can see things nice and clear. If someone's going to run into you and hit you, you're going to get the details you need for that. You'll get the make and model of the car, and when the car is close, you will get the license plate number that you'll need. So if you get into an accident or something hits your car, it has a separate folder that it will keep those files in so they don't get deleted. Everything else gets written over in the file structure, and when I have just the two cameras up, it has the A-B structure. So I've got the camera pointing out of the van and the camera pointing in the van. Here's a shot at night, and you can see while it's not amazing, it's actually not that bad for being dark. You can still get most of the information that you need in case of an accident. Here's the audio. Whoa! There are big kids all around you probably, huh? The mic's not the best, but it picks up what it needs to pick up, so it has all the information. It's kind of fun watching my kids and what they do in the van with this time lapse. But you can see down below, you've got the date, you've got how fast you're going, you have the GPS, all of the information that you would need in case of an accident. And then my son falling asleep in the back is pretty cool. Here's a shot where you can kind of see where there's some highlight bleed where the sun's really bright. So the camera does not really have HDR. Overall, the quality I'm happy with. Could it be better? Sure. But it's as good as any dash camera I've seen. I'm actually quite happy with the image quality for all of the cameras on this dash cam. Overall, I've been really happy with this dash cam. It does everything it needs to do. It takes good video. It has all the information you need in case of an accident. This unit was sent to me for free to do this review. I highly recommend it. It's one of the best dash cameras I have used.